Hello guys, how's it going today? Hope everybody's doing good. Right, taking care of yourself. Man, it is so hot. A lot of people ask me, why do I put on a toboggan and all these clothes when I work out? Well, because I'm getting old. And matter of fact, I'm 58 tomorrow and feeling good, taking care of yourself and trying to keep that gut down, stuff like that. But just want to talk about a few things, the tips and everything that we're going to be working on today is going to be the hook kick. Hope you guys are joining in, whatever you're doing. A lot of people don't do the hook kick these days. So I think it'll be a good thing for you to practice. Just want to remind everyone that I'm talking to a lot of people about the East Coast Classic and how to make it happen as we move forward. I'm doing some test events with the PKBs and PBSCs with all the COVID-19 protocols, getting everything in place. In the next couple of weeks, I'm talking to the doctors and everything. And next couple of weeks, just kind of looking at, more so, not so much the infection rate, but more about people dying and being intubated and things like that. So looking at a lot of different things in the next few weeks before the 1st of August where we make that decision. I want to move forward with it. I think we can. People I'm talking to mostly, a lot of them believe that we can if we do it safely with the right protocols. So we will be looking at that. However, we are still waiting on a lot of the trainers to contact us, let us know that you are transferring from the from the spring to the fall and everything. And again, barring any major shutdowns, we should be fine. But we need to know that by the 17th, which is only a couple of days away and everything. So email akpromotions.org about your fighters that were listed in the Spring Classic. Otherwise, after that, within a few days after the 17th, we're going to have to look at maybe just taking them out, putting them to the side, and all, because we got to know who's coming. We got to know that before we open up the new registration, 1st of August, for the Fall Classic. Okay? So, you guys definitely do that. akpromotions.org on the website. There's more information. Okay. All right. So, the hook kick. This used to be one of my favorite kicks ever. Ever. But I got news for you. Ain't no excuses. As you get older, you will find out, with a few exceptions, that your hips, right, are not quite as flexible, or it's really hard to keep them flexible. You got some guys out there like Johnny, and you got Ku King, and some other people who stretch all the time, and they're very flexible, got good knee extension and stuff like that. But the hook kick is a very good kick to use, and I don't see a lot of people out there using them anymore, but it's kind of like a blind technique. And what I mean by a blind technique, meaning that it goes out of that straight line of fire and goes around the opponent, right? So you can hit them like in the temple or the chin, or even in the back of the head with that kick, right? And if you have that type of flexibility. So it's important for you to understand how it's executed, and even the type of stretches and things like that you need to do in order to do this kick properly. So you got to make sure that you're stretching those hips. Really, really important a lot. And I have some stretches I'll actually be showing you as I see my phone with 15% battery life, so I hope it doesn't cut off on me. All right, so we want to make sure that you get a good stretch in your hip. Now, the way the basic kick looks, right, again, it goes around. Again, this is not going to look anything like the days when I used to throw it. I used to be kind of masterful at it, okay, but not now. But you come up, chuck, and you just snap it around, right, goes around. That's why they call it a hook kick. The power in that kick comes from the hip and the whipping, right, of the speed in it, right? So that, bow, so it's okay. But again, hamstrings and hips, right, really feels it. So I'm just going to give you an idea on the bag of what it looks like. Now, the other thing about it is about what part of the foot are you using when you hit with that kick. You can use the ball of the foot, that's right behind the toes, right? Or you can use the heel of the foot as it comes around this way, right? Pop, right? With the heel. Now, I always say in point kickboxing, point Muay Thai, you want to hit with the ball of the foot, right? Because it's softer, right? So when you come around, hit with the ball, so you got to stretch your toes out a little bit in order for you to hit with the ball. In full contact, when you're trying to take them out, right? You want to pull those toes back and actually hit with the heel of the foot, right? So it looks kind of like this. Pow! Now back in the day, I remember I used to hold that knee up, over my head practically, and just play with my foot and all of that. Now, I can't do that now. Okay, so I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to give you an idea of how it works. So you can hit with the ball of the foot or you can with the heel. Now, a couple of places you can also hit with that kick is on the thighs. A lot of people, I don't see that a whole lot, where you can just whip that kick in there, right? Right there to the side of the thigh. Ooh, that's a Charlie horse for you, right? Don't recommend that in point Muay Thai and point kickboxing, but in the ring, I can see that, boom, hook kick coming around right to the thighs there, man. Charlie horse shows thighs. Other place will be the body, right? Where you can also just bring it up just a little bit, whip it in there, and again, you can get good power in that kick. Right? I'll just work it a little bit for you. Ice. Now, whipping up that hip, though, that's the key. Ice. Right. So that is the way you put your heel into it, get good power, whip that from the hip, and I'm telling you, it can really take into somebody's ribs. The more you get your flexibility, the more you stretch that. Bring it on up to the head, right? Heel on the temple, on the chin. Depends on how they're turned. If they're turned to you like this, right in the nose. I've hit people with all kind of, and everywhere with this kick, right? In the point karate world, there's a way you can do it where you can snap it, pow, and just slap. Thanks to Anthony Thompson, who taught me how to do that. One of the best kickers I've ever known. He would stand in one spot, pow! When they say start, you've already slapped you in the face. I learned how to do that pretty effectively. But then, again, the hook to the head, stepping in, same thing, whipping the hip. Ice. Now here's the thing with that hook. You don't want to come too far out. If you come too far out, like here, you're going to telegraph too much. So you want to kind of slice it up about right here, and then, whip. See that hip? Whip that hip in there, and that's where the power is going to come from. Ice. If you also want to get in on the kick, I talked about this on some of the other shows, of how you can slide with the kick. Right now, I can't reach it, but if I slide, I'm in. Right, so getting the slide with that kick will also cover some distance for you. At the same time, you're landing the kick. Really, really important. So one slide, sliding in, Now, after you land the kick, right, you should set yourself down in a way, right? Thank you, David. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. So you should take your body, right, set down in a position where you can throw good punches, right? I got a little funny knuckle going on here today. So I've been putting the gloves on because I really don't want to punch it like that because, I put quite a bit in my punches and I got a little, what they call a separated little finger there. Anyway, another story. So here we go, right? So after you throw the hook, whip it, boom, you can shoot a right hand, right? That's one of the things that you can do in the combination of it. Another thing, if you hit them and you set down just right, it's great for a spinning back kick, right? And it's also a great way to cut off the ring with someone. So if someone is moving that way, you can throw the kick to make them think the kick is going, but then turn back with a spinning back fist or hammer, right, and cut out the ring. So that's the way you set someone up with that hook kick. So it's really, really important. Also, your body, after you throw the hook kick, if you set up just right behind it with a jab, or blind them with the jab, right, and then boom, hook kick him, right? So there's so many ways you can use this technique to make it really, really effective. A pow, rhythm, timing, so important. A pow, there's the kick. A pow, right behind it, whip your hip, go all the way through with that kick. Determine whether you want to do it with the ball or whether you want to do it with the heel of your foot. A lot of people, Who wrapped my hands? What do you mean, who wrapped my hands? Oh, my hands. I didn't go between my fingers, Brandon. I know how to wrap my hands. All right, anyway, that's cool, thanks. But the idea is that hook kick can be very valuable to you, right? You just need to understand, right, how it works and how to set it up. Add this to your arsenal, and I guarantee you it's going to give you some great scores, maybe even a few knockouts, right? Hope everybody's doing pretty good out there. Remember, wear those masks, guys, or wash those hands, social distance. This is Johnny Davis Live with a Tuesday tip right here, guys. We'll talk to you real soon. We'll see you. Take care. Bye-bye.